in the correct way, it's going to be your biggest friend, believe me, in learning English. And if you're using it as a distraction, like I said, then it's going to act as your enemy. So it's your choice whether you... Hello everybody, how are you all? Hope you're doing great. So welcome back to another session of learning English with me. Well, today I'm going to tell you about the 3 enemies of your fluency. The 3 enemies that are stopping you from becoming fluent in English language. A lot of times people wonder why are they not becoming fluent despite doing efforts, despite following things, schedule, maybe resources. What is happening with them that they cannot become fluent in English? What is that particular thing? So I'm going to tell you about 3 things that might affect your fluency, that might affect your learning journey, the journey to become fluent in English language. And these enemies are the ones that you have to overcome. Right? So are you ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. And you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you do not miss out on any lesson that I post for you. Also like the video and share it with your friends too. Coming back to today's lesson, the 3 enemies of your fluency. Well, when we are becoming fluent in English language, there is this particular stage where we feel that things are becoming stagnant, that we are not able to see much progress. You might be making efforts, but still what to do, how to become fluent, what is happening. So I'm telling you about 3 enemies today in this particular lesson, and you have to beware of those enemies. Beware. Okay, and avoid them, eradicate them from your learning schedule. Now let's begin and talk about these 3 enemies of your fluency. Number one is procrastination. Now we all know what is procrastination. That is delaying something, delaying to do tasks. You are delaying your tasks, you are delaying whatever you were supposed to do. And similarly, procrastination in terms of both learning and speaking. I'm just not talking about the procrastination of learning, maybe your learning schedule that you need to follow. I'm also talking about the procrastination of speaking. Let's talk about first the procrastination of learning, then we'll come to the procrastination of speaking. Now, procrastination of learning, what is it? You might have a schedule, you might be following that 6-week challenge I have created for you, or maybe the 90 days challenge that I have created for you. You might be following any one of those challenges, and then there might be this particular day you are thinking that, okay, I will take up today's task, and maybe you are procrastinating that. You are not prioritizing that particular task you were supposed to do in that particular day, and hence you might miss out on that particular day. For example, say day number 16's tasks. Now what to do? It's like now you are 1 day behind your schedule, 1 day behind the challenge, right? That is procrastination. A lot of times people think that they will start learning something new today, maybe tomorrow, and hence what they do is they procrastinate. There are so many excuses to procrastinate that you do not get time to learn English, what to learn English, where to start, but you have all the lessons related to that on the channel. What you have to do is you have to watch all the lessons and simply apply. Start applying. Start watching, start applying. That's the thing that you have to do. That's simple. Yes, it's that simple. But the thing is that we often procrastinate things. And as much important as it is not to procrastinate regarding your career, regarding your office work, similarly, avoiding procrastination during learning English, during practicing your speaking tasks and all that, that is also very important. So do not procrastinate. Stop procrastinating. If you have scheduled a particular time that from 6 to 6:20, 6 to 6:30, I have to learn English, then you have to learn English. Do not procrastinate. Do not do it. If you think that you're going to start a challenge from Monday, it should be from Monday, not from Wednesday, not from Saturday, not from next Monday. No, do not procrastinate. Make it your priority and start doing the task at the set time. And you have to do it at that particular time. And see the kind of change you'll feel in your fluency. Why? Because the kind of efforts you were supposed to do and you were procrastinating, you're utilizing your time in a better way. Now, procrastination of speaking is basically that fear of speaking. Like you're learning English, trying to become fluent in English, you're learning so many things, but you do not speak. That is, you do not speak English in real life situations. You're procrastinating, and that is what you have to stop. So, stop procrastinating, stop thinking that I'm going to speak English from tomorrow. Let me become a little better in English, then I'm gonna speak English. It's not the right time for me to speak in English. Let me learn something more. No, stop all these thoughts that are coming in your mind and stop procrastinating. Number 2. Now, beware of this point number 2, that is distraction. Distraction. Yes, there are lots and lots of distractions, and the biggest distraction that we have in our lives, that you have during learning English, during that your fluency journey, that's your smartphone. Now you knew it was coming, didn't you? You knew it was coming. Yes, when I said distractions, you knew that the mentioning of your smartphone was there. It's going to be there. I'm gonna say that, and yes, I'm saying it. Your mobile phone, your smartphone is your biggest distraction that is keeping you away from your fluency. Now, I'm not saying that you have to give up on your smartphone at all. No, you're probably watching this particular video lesson on your smartphone. So basically, it's how you're using smartphone. It's about how you use it. If you're using it in the correct way, it's going to be your biggest friend, believe me, in learning English. And if you're using it as a distraction, like I said, then it's going to act as your enemy. So it's your choice whether you're going to make a friend out of your smartphone or an enemy out of your smartphone. That's totally up to you. So make a friend out of your smartphone. Start utilizing it for all the correct reasons. And if you're watching this particular lesson, congratulations, you're already using your smartphone for a correct reason. That is, you're watching this video in order to become fluent in English. You have already taken that step forward. Now what you have to do is stick to that. You're using YouTube to watch your favorite videos in English language. Congratulations! You are doing something to improve your English, right? So do that. Do not just scroll through social media just like that without any aim and then spend an hour scrolling and not learning anything. Instead, use your favorite channels on YouTube that are in English to improve your English. For example, you're using my channel, then you can go and check something out of your interest, maybe cooking, maybe gardening, maybe news, maybe some podcast that is in English. Totally fine. You're learning English, right? So that is how you're gonna make a friend out of your smartphone instead of an enemy. Stop with the distractions, right? Stop that and start utilizing your time in the correct way to become fluent in English. Last but not the least, the enemy number 3, that's comparison. Comparison, comparing yourself with others. When it comes to speaking English, often people end up comparing themselves with others. That's the biggest problem in becoming fluent in English, because you're comparing yourself with somebody else. Your situation of learning English, their situation of learning English, it can be totally different. The kind of circumstances you have, that's different. The kind of circumstances the other person have, that's different. Your level of fluency at the starting point will be different, and the person you are comparing yourself to, that person's fluency might be different. It's just like a class of students. When you enter a class, whether it's a college, whether it's school, anything, any institution, okay, any class you're going to, you'll find that learners are of different levels, right? They are in the same class, yet they have different levels. So that is how a person is able to react to a particular situation. So the way you are reacting to the situation is different. The other person is reacting to the same situation is different. That's why your learning journey might take maybe 10% longer time than the other one. And that's not an issue. We are going to invest that 10% more time we are requiring. Not an issue totally, because this is your learning journey. What you have to do is you have to compare you with yourself. Compare the version you are today to the version you were yesterday. That means not literally yesterday, but the version you were last month. That kind of comparison is totally okay. But comparing yourself with others, that's not okay, because are you making improvement? That's important. But if you're constantly trying to compare yourself with somebody else, maybe after 2 months you're comparing with somebody else who is speaking good English, you might not find satisfactory results, because you're still in the process of learning English, right? At least give it 1 year and then check that are you speaking that kind of impressive English or not, which you'll be able to do. But what people do is they learn English for 2 months, they practice it for 2 months, and then they start comparing themselves with somebody they have created as an idol in their mind. And this idol of theirs, that person might be at C1, C2 level. And then comparing yourself with that person is not correct. So check your progress. Compare your progress from what you were 2 months back, 3 months back. That kind of comparison is totally okay, right? So do not compare your speaking with somebody else. Do not do it. So that's the lesson for today. That is the lesson, the 3 enemies that you should be beware of, right? And do not fall prey to these 3 enemies. Do not. It'll be easy to fall prey to these 3 things and then get distracted in your journey of fluency. So do not do that. Before going, I have something to say. And I just want to say thank you everybody for supporting me in this particular journey that I have on YouTube. We have this channel. I read your comments and I cannot tell you how much happiness I feel. So I'm really thankful and grateful to God that I have you people as my family. And also thank you to YouTube for giving us this kind of platform where I can come create lessons for you, and you people are just watching them. When you are benefited, you tell me through your comments, you give me your blessings. I get so many comments saying God bless you. So thank you so much. Your blessings, your support, your love, blessings, your warm wishes, everything that means so much to me, so much to me. So that's like my reward. Thank you so much everybody. Thank you so much for being there for me and for supporting me, for showering so much love, for appreciating the lessons I'm making for you, and for your blessings. Thank you so much. And I just wish that our bond gets stronger and stronger day by day. So that's it. That is what I wanted to say. Just a short message for all of you. I thought, let me tell you, if I'm feeling this happiness, let me share it with my family. So now I'm gonna meet you next time in a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.